Okay, welcome back in. I'm now going to be doing a very quick review from Sunday in the NHL. There were only two games on tap, therefore, four teams were trying to get 2 points respectively. Starting with the two teams you see on your screen as the Los Angeles Kings went into St. Louis to take on the Blues. So in the first, Kempe would kick things off. Kings, 4 minutes and 6 seconds into that frame, getting his 17th of the season from Kopitar and Lafreniere. Nick Leddy would tie the game up with just under 8 minutes to go, 7 minutes and 9 seconds to be exact. Making it all tied up at one after one. Anderson Dolan would get his first goal of the season for the Los Angeles Kings, a short-handed marker at that, assisted by Trevor Lewis and Garikov, 5 minutes and 39 seconds into that frame. I believe on the same power play, Buchnevich would tie the game up, getting his 17th of the season from Perunovich and Kyrou, and that goal happened 6 minutes and 34 seconds in that frame, tying the game up at 2. With just under 8 minutes to go in that period, Kyrou would give the St. Louis Blues a 3-2 lead, his 14th of the season from Perunovich and Rob Thomas. Philippe Deneau would tie the game up with just a minute and 16 seconds to go, getting his 10th of the season from Trevor Moore and Drew Doughty. So a wild second period, to say the least. There was no scoring in the third, so we would need to settle this in overtime, and the captain, Braden Shen, would get the game-winning goal, his 13th of the year from Buchnevich, and that just happened a minute and 4 seconds in the extra frame. So with the victory, the Blues are 26-20-2, still very close to a wildcard spot. Speaking of a wildcard spot, the Los Angeles Kings do have the number one wildcard spot, despite the loss. 22-15-10 is where we stand at the end of this one. All right, and then the only other game that took place was in Seattle, and they played host to the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, so we'll take a look at the game recap from this matchup. In the first period, Everly would kick things off for the Seattle Kraken with just under 7 minutes to go, or 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Sorry, just under 8 minutes to go. His 8th of the year from Bjorkstrand and Dunn, a power play goal to note. McCann would increase the lead to 2-0 with just under 4 minutes to go. His 20th of the year from Everly and Thomas Tatar. Everly would then get a power play goal, his 2nd of the game. His 9th of the season from McCann and Bjorkstrand, and that goal happened with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. So after 20 minutes of play, it was 3-0 in favor of Seattle. There was no scoring in the second, so we have to jump ahead to the third period, where Chenikov would finally get the Columbus Blue Jackets on the board, getting his 13th of the year from Severson and Johnny Gaudreau. He would then get his second goal of that game, his 14th of the season, with just about 4 minutes remaining in the period, cutting the deficit to 3-2, and then Brandon Tanev would add a late goal for the Seattle Kraken, an empty netter, his 5th of the season, giving the Kraken a 4-2 lead, and that's where we would stand at the end of regulation. So with the victory, the Kraken are 21-18-10, still chasing a wildcard spot, while the Columbus Blue Jackets have now dropped to 15-24-10. All right, that takes care of my weekend recap from the NHL. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, please feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful, and I'd be very appreciative as well. And until next time, take care.